relationship. He ignites a past flame. It's an opportunity to have another chance with you. With a change of heart, I can't lose you. The one she choose. The beautiful weekday CSD time.
You know, as much as Anastasia is out of the country with the feds after him, he's suicide. If my back restores the Berkshire goes, ending it was a no-brainer from the minute I was bleeding in the damn park.
Then why did you dissolve it then? A shocking suggestion.
I want to finish this. Excuse me, this is over.
Oh, okay, Jack. See you later.
Go on. I'll do it, huh?
Oh, they think that I hurt her, Jack.
That's ridiculous. You know what's going on here? Rumors and innuendos. It's nothing but garbage.
No one knows where she is.
She is a bright, resourceful woman. A woman like she loves you. That is reason enough for her to fight her way back to you.
I appreciate you saying that. Some people think that I'm wasting my time and I should give up, but I'm not going to. I can't.
Hold on. Whatever you have to tell this man, you gotta say right here in front of this man.
Yes, please, just tell me that.
So, the blood that was found on Hillary's shoe, the DNA tests indicate that in fact it is Hillary's. You will be extradited to DVI. The charge is homicide.
Jack has been a very good friend to know. He is truly a decent human being. He's truly exceptional at evading your questions. Jack cannot live with you. He gave you what you wanted, co-CEO. He will not take yes for an answer. I didn't ask to share a title with somebody who gives information on a need-to-know basis, Phyllis. That doesn't work for me.
Actually, he's right. CEO to go is a one-man job, or a one-woman job. You need to write your book yourself.
So, what part of your past do you think you from my family? I want to say that fighting in a war zone? Or should I go with you?
This is why you got, because he and I have a house religions.
I'm talking about my mom. She thinks I'm one of those brainwashed minions. I'll be zombie. Call it to me now.
Because she's a businesswoman. She made that very clear when she outlined the ER a couple months ago.
Oh, yes, and thank you for reminding me that I tried to make that sweater.
Right. Let me finish the topic. As she's a businesswoman, she's also your mom. So you just gotta do what she wants. Let her just be a businesswoman. Thanks for the swell night.
Welcome everyone to WWE 2K15 RAW, and we are just 2 weeks away from the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. And it's time to fill another spot in the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match with this awesome Fatal 4-Way contest. And we are live from Nashville, Tennessee for Raw as the Viper, Randy Orton, makes his way to the ring for this Fatal 4-Way contest. And can the Viper fight his way into the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match? What a great Money in the Bank holder he would be, because he can strike out of nowhere with the RKO and take the WWE Championship at any time. And the big red monster Kane looking to get onto the WrestleMania card and join his brother, who of course will be in the main event against Chris Jericho for the WWE Championship. But the big red machine has 3 other monsters to contend with here this evening. It's going to be a hell of a contest. And representing the New Day is Big E Langston, bringing a little SmackDown flavor along with Kane into this contest. So far already, Andre the Giant and Rob Van Dam have qualified, and we'll find out who goes next onto the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania. and the Minnesota Monster Brock Lesnar has had his ups and downs as of late. Recently got done dealing with Bo Dallas, and now he moves on to take on 3 tough competitors in this fatal 4-way contest as the Beast Incarnate looks to go after the briefcase at WrestleMania. And there's the bell, everybody. I thank you for joining us here on WWE 2K15 Raw. And look at Randy Orton going right after Brock Lesnar with that vertical suplex. Tremendous show this evening. We will find out who goes to WrestleMania to face Triple H and the Big Show for the WWE Tag Team Championships, as we have the finals to the Tag Team Contendership Tournament. The primetime players take on the Grapplers. And see the true power of Kane there. Big back body drop to Big E. Such a tremendous power it takes to throw someone of Big E's size up and over your shoulder like that. Meanwhile, Lesnar brings the pain with a double axe handle to the back of Randy Orton. And a second time, and Orton definitely feeling it in his lower back. Kane drops the leg, and Lesnar now got Orton up on his shoulder for a backbreaker, and then flings him over into a gutbuster. And that's just that ridiculous power that Lesnar possesses. But Lesnar, Kane, and Big E are all tremendous powerhouses. And not that Randy Orton isn't strong, but he is clearly outmatched by these 3 men. Well, look at this. He elevates Brock Lesnar with that flapjack. And now pays Lesnar back by dropping a knee right in Lesnar's spine. And Kane's going to the outside here, ripping up the announce table. My goodness, what plans does he have out there? Meanwhile, Big E, side Russian leg sweep to Brock Lesnar, as Randy Orton waits on ready here. Saving his energy, he knows this could be a lengthy, fatal 4-way contest. Vertical suplex to Kane. Lesnar and Big E going at it. Orton joins the fray. Big E grabs Orton, shoots him into the corner. And Kane takes it from there into the sidewalk slam. And Lesnar with a backbreaker to Big E. And Kane trying to get the submission from Randy Orton. Lesnar trying to break it up here. Later on tonight, we got a bit of a WrestleMania preview. After last week's vicious assault at the hands of Chris Jericho, The Undertaker has requested an Extreme Rules match against Y2J just 2 weeks before they clash for the championship at WrestleMania. And the Big Red Monster's got the steel chair, but it's wrestled away by Big E. And Big E blasts Kane right in the head with the steel chair, as Lesnar takes Randy Orton directly to Suplex City. Big E into the corner, but covered by Lesnar, and Orton survives. Lesnar scoops up Big E, delivers another backbreaker, as Orton takes down Kane. And now it's Big E. Big E taking that highway exit right to Suplex City. Triple German suplexes there. Lesnar going for the cover here. Oh, but I believe Big E's foot had slid under the rope. Meanwhile, Orton doing his classic stomp to all the body parts. Ooh, and a kick out there as Lesnar destroys Langston with the F5. And is Kane going to pick up the pieces? No. Poor decision there by Kane. He would have had time to pin Big E and win this fatal 4-way contest. Poor decision there by the Big Red Machine as Orton hits the DDT on Lesnar on the floor. And all 4 of these men are up by the announce table. What destruction could come this way? Uh-oh. Big E up on the announce table. And here comes the Big Red Monster. This is not good for the New Days. Big E Langston hooked up and choke slammed through the table. Oh my goodness. If Kane could get Big E back in the ring, he could definitely make a pin there. But look at the recovery of Big E. Reversed it and threw Kane back in the ring. And that just shows how big and bad Big E truly is. Took that choke slam, and now he's the one going for the pin on Kane. And of course, Kane survives. Kane hasn't taken a lot of damage in this match thus far. Although Big E has already been taken to Suplex City, F5'd, and chokeslammed through a table, as well as being busted open. Meanwhile, Orton keeps working on the Beast Incarnate, drops that elbow right into the chin, and Big E hits the big ending. Cover now. And there's the RKO to Lesnar, though. Cover on the other side of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, my goodness. And Big E makes a save at the very last possible second. Kane's got Lesnar. Lesnar reverses. Big E scooped up by Randy Orton. Big E out the back. Neck breaker right on the chair. But that did nothing but anger Randy Orton as Big E stepped out quickly, trying to fake out Orton. Oh, and suplexes him on the chair. My goodness. What a frantic pace in this fatal 4-way matchup. Lesnar busted open as well by that RKO earlier. Covered by Lesnar on Big E. Oh, he gets a 2 count. And there's a nasty neckbreaker by Orton on the Big Red Machine, Kane. Which one of these men will advance to the 6-way Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania? Cover now by Orton. And only a 2 count on Kane. And Lesnar pounding away on Big E Langston there. Inside heel trip by Kane takes Orton down. Big E kicks out. I'm not sure if he was under the ropes there at all. Uh-oh, and Orton takes Kane to the outside. We know what this is. Classic Orton DDT. There it is. And will that be enough for Orton to get the victory here? Spinebuster by Langston into the cover. 1. Oh, and the double count breaks things up. Too close to call for the referee. Orton run over by the Mack truck-like Big E. And there's a Kane DDT on Lesnar. And oh no, here we go again. The referee can't count the double pin. There can only be one winner of this matchup. And look at this, Kane sent flying off the German suplex. And look at the RKO out of nowhere on Lesnar. And Kane's going to try to pick up the pieces here. Move on to Money in the Bank. 1, 2, 3, and he does. Kane steals victory right out of Randy Orton's hands. And the Big Red Machine is going to WrestleMania. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Brock Lesnar scooped up at Big E F5. And then Big E further felt the pain as the Big Red Machine took him right by the throat, elevated him, and they came crashing down through the announce table. What a devastating assault. And then you see here Randy Orton going after Kane. Kane reverses. Lesnar pounding away on Big E, but Big E survived. And then out of nowhere, the RKO. But Randy Orton hit his head hard on the end of that RKO, and Kane picks up the pieces to go to WrestleMania. And what a field we have thus far. Andre the Giant, Rob Van Dam, and now the Big Red Machine, Kane, have qualified for WrestleMania's Money in the Bank ladder match. The briefcase contains a contract that gives you the right to a WWE Championship match for any time up to 1 year. Congratulations to Kane. And a huge match has been added to WrestleMania. At the Elimination Chamber, Edge defeated #1 contender Chris Jericho, and John Cena defeated WWE Champion The Undertaker in a non-title contest. Now, at WrestleMania, we'll figure out who the true #1 contender is for after the grandest event of all. Will it be John Cena or Edge as they collide in a #1 contenders match at WrestleMania? And here comes the former champ, lost the title at the Royal Rumble, and he faces the challenge of Edge's hand-picked opponent tonight, the Ultimate Warrior. We'll see if the C-Nation leader can put it together against the WWE Hall of Famer. And the Rated R superstar Edge was in attendance when the Ultimate Warrior won the title from Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Now, Edge has chosen the Warrior to soften up Cena before their #1 contender match at WrestleMania. Edge hopes he makes the right choice, because he certainly gave us a hell of a matchup tonight on Raw. And there's the bell, and Cena did very well against Hulk Hogan earlier in the year. Now he faces another WWE Hall of Famer in the Ultimate Warrior. Let's see what goes down between these two powerhouses right here on Raw. Edge and Cena shocked the world when they defeated their opponents at the Elimination Chamber. As I mentioned, Edge defeated Royal Rumble winner Chris Jericho, and John Cena defeated current WWE Champion The Undertaker. Both men won those matches. So a lot of speculation on who is the true #1 contender, and John Cena was already owed a title match from his loss at the Royal Rumble, but once that WrestleMania main event is set in stone, everything else pretty much goes on hold. So Edge saw his opportunity to try to seek out the #1 contendership, challenge Cena to the match, and the match will go down at WrestleMania. The winner, of course, will receive a championship match at Extreme Rules, no matter what happens at WrestleMania. So it'll be between Undertaker and Jericho to figure out who's the true champion, and should Undertaker lose the title, he will receive his rematch before Extreme Rules. Cena kicks off the Ultimate Warrior. Neither one of these men really known for their technical abilities, although Cena has stepped it up in recent years, just due to the competition he's had to face. His brute strength and brawling ability is not enough to get past guys like Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, and even the likes of Kevin Owens, so he's had to step up his game quite a bit and really mix up the moveset. Could that be the Ultimate Warrior's undoing? Ultimate Warrior never really had that opportunity to face that varied style of competition as he rains down lefts and rights on John Cena. Cena blocks a punch and brings a forearm of his own. Goes for that running clothesline, blocked by Warrior and answered with a big right hand. And another one. And a third. And now a right hand. A left hand. And Cena's rocked in the ropes. And Cena avoids the last big shot. Belly to belly to the Warrior. And Cena hooks up the Warrior, half Nelson into the neck breaker, one of Cena's favorite maneuvers. And that's the type of thing I'm talking about. Cena's had to pick up a few technical and high-impact maneuvers, mix them in, sprinkle them into the moveset. Oh, kick in the gut, blocked by Cena, inside heel trip. And look at this, Cena starts to wear down Warrior. He knows how fast and powerful Warrior is. You take out a wheel, takes away half of the Warrior's most powerful abilities. Oh, but look at that. Warrior, very resilient, comes hard with the running clothesline. And now, just burying those elbows right in the neck of John Cena. And look at this. Cena elevated in the gorilla press and dropped down by Warrior. Is that enough to put the C Nation leader away? Forearm in the face, 1, 2, and Cena kicks out. Oh, and Cena comes running in and he pays for it with the power slam. Oh, and there's the splash to the back. Will that be enough to put Cena away here? No, he was way under the ropes. Ultimate Warrior not paying very close attention to ring positioning there, but doesn't bother him too much. He's just gonna rain down more knuckles into the face of John Cena. Cena battles back with a big left hand. Scoops up Ultimate Warrior out of nowhere. Attitude adjustment. Is this enough to put the Warrior away now? Cover 1, 2, 3, and John Cena maintains momentum on the road to WrestleMania. Let's take a look at how it went down here. Cena takes Ultimate Warrior's trademark gorilla press right onto the face for the cover 1, 2, and Cena survived. And then Warrior dropped his trademark splash onto the back of John Cena, but Cena's foot was under the ropes, bought him a little time to hit the attitude adjustment. Popped up, hooked the leg for the 1, 2, 3, and John Cena moves on, and he'll be picking Edge's opponent next week, right here on Raw. But tonight, it's time for celebration with the C Nation. Congratulations to John Cena. Who will move on to face Triple H in the Big Show? at WrestleMania for the WWE Tag Team Championships will be the Primetime Players or the Grapplers. The Primetime Players won a best-of-3 series against the Chick Magnets to earn this opportunity, and they're looking to ride that wave of momentum all the way to WrestleMania. And what a matchup it would be if the Primetime Players versus the Authority. We'll have to see if they can get the job done. The Grapplers have had a hell of a run trying to get this tag team title opportunity. Of course, they were the former champions, rightfully owed a championship matchup, but they were forced into the tag team contendership tournament. They overcame the Wyatt family and the Mega Powers to get this far. And tonight, they have to get past the Primetime Players to get the match they were owed in the first place against the Authority. Can they get past this one more speed bump to get the match they rightfully deserve? Or will the Primetime Players make a move and get that $1 million spot at WrestleMania? And there's the bell as Darren Young starts off with Cesaro, and right out of the gate, belly-to-belly suplex sends Cesaro across the ring and drops that leg right across the chin. Floats around, spinning neckbreaker, and Cesaro taking a lot of damage early on here. Primetime Players know how dangerous the Grapplers are and do not want to waste a lot of time. Quick submission attempt there, nothing went down. A little early to try to make Cesaro submit. And Cesaro, sick of being thrown around the ring, kicks Darren Young right in the face. Now brings him Tyson Kidd's way with that snap vertical suplex. Ooh, and drops that unpadded knee right into the eye socket of Darren Young. That can't feel too good at all. Darren Young takes down Cesaro. Ooh, and there's a crisp European uppercut right under the chin of Darren Young as Cesaro tags out to Tyson Kidd. Kidd on the reversal. Deep arm drag to Darren Young. Drops an elbow into the chest, and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro are rolling now. Oh, but look at that. Just as I say it, Darren Young gets Tyson Kidd in the corner, and then, oh, look at that. A quick belly-to-belly suplex by Young as he tags in the big deal, Titus O'Neil. And this is definitely speed versus power here. The tremendous power of Titus O'Neil against the lightning speed of Tyson Kidd. And look at Kidd got O'Neil in the ropes and just stretching him there. My goodness. That submission hold had to be right out of the Hart family dungeon, and then Kidd takes O'Neil over with a nice suplex there. Gonna hook him up again, my goodness. And there's another vertical suplex. And now Kidd drops the elbow into the Titus O'Neil chest. Gotta take the air away from that big man. And look at that jumping Hurricanrana, very risky. Titus O'Neil very versed in the powerbomb and spinebuster style maneuvers. Could have caught Kidd there with the powerbomb very easily. And there's one of Tyson Kidd's favorite finishers, that snapmare into the neck breaker. Will that be enough to put Titus O'Neil away? No, I believe his boot was just under the ropes. Ooh, and there's an STO by Titus. A trip and clothesline combination. And there's a power slam by O'Neil. And he's had about enough, got to tag Darren Young back in. Vertical suplex by Kidd, floats right into the cover, only gets two. What a great back and forth matchup thus far. Both these teams very badly want to take on the Authority for the tag team titles at WrestleMania. Tag back into Titus O'Neil. Let's see what these two have in mind. Atomic drop by Young and the big boot by O'Neil. And there's a big shot to the back of Tyson Kidd. And the Primetime Players have re-seized control of this matchup. Tyson Kidd been on fire with these vertical suplexes here tonight. Somewhere up in the heavens, Eddie Guerrero is smiling down, but they haven't got the job done just yet. And of course, they got the Queen of Hearts, Natalya, on the outside, just in case they need to call in a little assistance. And now Titus O'Neil pays Tyson Kidd back for all those vertical suplexes. And oh my goodness, he just planted Tyson Kidd with that standing spinebuster. Shades of Farouk there. And the tag back in to Darren Young. And Tyson Kidd snaps off the Hurricanrana. Does he have Young in trouble here? No, Young reverses it into the sunset flip. And Tyson reverses it back. And Darren Young kicks out. Darren Young caught up in the ropes now. Big back kick by Kidd. Kidd shoots him off into the ropes. Deep arm drag to Darren Young now. And Tyson Kidd thinks he's got Darren Young in place and locks him in to the dungeon. The sharpshooter and triangle choke submission, but Titus O'Neil right there to break it up. Oh, and then you see that tilt whirl into the side slam, also known as when it's done in that variation, is known as a side salto. You'd see Diamond Dallas Page will bust that out, and Kane every so often will use that to get someone into position for the sidewalk slam. And once again, we see the combination here. Atomic drop, big boot. Will there be enough this time? No, Titus O'Neil doesn't go for the cover. Very poor decision there. And look at that moonsault style drop kick. And now Tyson Kidd goes for the traditional sharpshooter on O'Neil. And that's it. Titus O'Neil taps out, and the Grapplers are going to WrestleMania. They've earned their title rematch. What a great contest. And congratulations to the Grapplers. They finally get the match they deserve versus Triple H and The Big Show. Coming up at WrestleMania, the Divas Championship will be on the line as AJ Lee defends against Nikki Bella. But tonight, they go one-on-one one more time. These two have been going at it for weeks here on Raw. And unfortunately for Nikki Bella, AJ Lee has been absolutely dominant, destroying Nikki week after week, and which is quite a turnaround. Now, at the time, back in October, when AJ won the title, it was the Bellas who were on top of things before their big breakup, defeating opponent after opponent week after week. And now that the tables have turned, AJ is enjoying torturing Nikki Bella with just pure dominance week after week. Nikki Bella won a TLC match versus Naomi to earn this WrestleMania opportunity, but she has been struggling against AJ to say the least in the weeks leading up. Tonight she's got another opportunity to weaken the champ and get that much closer to winning the title at WrestleMania. And there's the battle. Let's see what goes down this week between these two vicious divas. Side headlock takeover there by AJ. And look at that. Nikki rolls right through, gets her own side headlock. Shot off into the corner by AJ. Nikki reverses the DDT into an armbuster. Coming up this week on main event, this Wednesday, Tamina takes on Paige in the Divas tournament, exclusive to main event. That should be a hell of a contest here. And of course, the winner of that tournament will be the new #1 contender for after WrestleMania. Ooh, look at that. Short arm brings Nikki right back into that elevated knee. It was supposed to be a leg lariat, but Nikki was a little on the inside and ended up taking the knee right on the jaw. And then AJ smartly followed that up with a bulldog. Look at that. Nikki Bella realized she was taking a lot of devastating offense to the head. Flip things around, DDTs AJ. And now look at this, going to work on the arm with the hammerlock body slam. And there's a leg drop from the former Divas champion. Backbreaker into neckbreaker combo, one of AJ's favorites. And shades of Mr. Perfect with the flip neckbreaker, and AJ is rolling here. And here comes one of her favorite. Here comes her finisher. Oh, the sliced bread. Cover now by AJ. 2. Oh, and Nikki Bella survives this time around. And this time Nikki goes for another DDT, and it's AJ with the reversal. Uh-oh, and what does AJ have in mind this time? She's got a couple more tricks up her sleeve. It's the Black Widow submission. Can Nikki Bella hold on, or will she tap out to this vicious submission maneuver? Wrenching on that head and neck. Oh, but Nikki Bella survived. And AJ determined here goes for the pin, but Nikki Bella is way, way, way under the ropes. Ooh, and a nasty clothesline there. AJ was already kind of caught up against the ropes, rocketed her out of that corner. But AJ determined, hits the backbreaker and switches it to the side Russian leg sweep to follow up. Ooh, and look at that seated dropkick, takes down Nikki Bella. Took a lot of that in her arm. Oh, and Nikki Bella, not to be outdone, hits a dropkick of her own. AJ loads her up, running bulldog. And Nikki Bella in trouble here. AJ making a big comeback here. Hooks her up one more time for that sliced bread DDT. And will that be enough to put the former Divas champion away? Cover here. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over. AJ continues her dominance over Nikki Bella as we go down the road to WrestleMania. Let's take a look here. Early on, hit that sliced bread, but Nikki Bella able to survive. And then AJ caught her in the Black Widow. Nikki Bella continued to survive until she hit sliced bread number 2. That was enough to put the Fearless one away for the 3. What a win for the Divas champion. And the man from the dark side, The Undertaker, looks to take on Royal Rumble winner Chris Jericho tonight after last week's vicious assault with the steel chair. Can the man from the dark side put Jericho away in an Extreme Rules match just 2 weeks before their title contest? He's got all the skills, but what does Jericho have up his sleeve? Last week after Undertaker's match. Oh, no, look at this. Look at this Undertaker not wasting any time here. Takes Jericho right down on the outside. And Undertaker not going to stand for last week's steel chair attack. after he was victorious, Y2J came to the ring and assaulted The Undertaker with the steel chair, and the dead man's gonna make him pay. Oh my goodness, classic Undertaker, leg drop right on the apron. And the man from the dark side not wasting 1 second here, putting a beating on Chris Jericho, making him pay for last week. Jericho trying to fight back here, backbreaker on The Undertaker, only gets a 1 count. Undertaker blocks the shot, drops Jericho right on his face. And oh my goodness, look at this, Jericho already trapped in the Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate submission here. Will Jericho tap out? Or will he just pass out? The Undertaker bringing tremendous ferocity to this contest very early on. Jericho trying to survive here. Back elbow to The Undertaker. And drives him face first into the mat. Jericho trying to go for the cover here, only gets a 1 count out. As angry as Undertaker is, it's going to take a hell of a lot to get past the dead man here this evening. Undertaker scoops up Jericho, belly to back suplex. Straight into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Jericho destroyed in seconds here on Raw. And what a win for the WWE Champion, and what a statement. What is Jericho going to have to try to do to win the title from The Undertaker at WrestleMania? Look at that. Undertaker locked him into the Hell's Gate very early on after he met him outside on his way to the ring. And Jericho was in that for a while too before The Undertaker decided to move on to something else. He wanted to really punish Jericho, but in a very quick fashion here. He wanted to show everybody that Jericho stands no chance at WrestleMania. Jericho hit his facebuster, barely got that 1 count. And then The Undertaker drops Jericho right on his head with that belly-to-back suplex for the cover, the count, and the victory in the main event here on Raw. They didn't even get to pull one weapon out from under the ring. It was just a path of destruction for the dead man. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. This Wednesday on Main Event, Tamina vs. Paige in the Divas Tournament. And this Friday on SmackDown, Wade Barrett defends the European Championship against Adrian Neville. Thanks for watching, everybody.